Hello, you're watching weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I'm your host, Ilham Məmmədov. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President Ilham honored the bright memory of the martyrs of January 20th at the Alif Honor Memorial Complex. The head of state laid a wreath at the Eternal Flame Monument. The national anthem of the Republic of Azerbaijan was played. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham met with Nick Studer, CEO of Oliver Wyman Group, on January 20th in Davos. President Ilham honored the bright memory of the martyrs of January 20th at the Alif Honor Memorial Complex. The head of state laid a wreath at the Eternal Flame Monument. The national anthem of the Republic of Azerbaijan was played.
The events of 20th January 1990 are regarded as a pivotal moment in the chronicle of the Azerbaijani people, characterized by a blend of tragedy, sorrow and heroism. The national leader Heydar Aliyev gave a political and legal assessment of the tragedy at state level. On the morning of January 21, 1990, Heydar Aliyev visited the permanent mission of Azerbaijan in Moscow, showing solidarity with his people and providing a political evaluation of the events of January 20. He stated that the incident was unlawful, representing a significant political misstep resulting from the actions of the sender and the then leadership of the Republic. On the initiative of national leader Heydar Aliyev, the Supreme Majlis of the Nakhchivan Autonomous Republic adopted a resolution on the 21st of November 1990, providing the first political and legal assessment of the events of 20 January. However, even after Azerbaijan regained its independence, those in power before 1993 did not reveal the true facts about the tragedy. It was only after the return of the national leader of the Azerbaijani people, Heydar Aliyev, to the leadership of the country that the essence of the events of January 20th was revealed at the legal level. On 29 March 1994, the Milli Majlis adopted a document that specifically identified the perpetrators of the tragic events of 20 January and categorized this violent action as a military aggression and a crime committed by the totalitarian communist regime. The purpose of this aggression was to suppress the national liberation movement in Azerbaijan and to break the faith and trust of the people. In 2020, the Azerbaijani army achieved a decisive victory, bringing an end to 30 years of suffering for the local population. Following the successful implementation of the anti-terrorist measures in September 2023, the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan was fully restored. The restoration of the territorial integrity and sovereignty of our country is a testament to the valor of the January 20 martyrs and all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the liberation of our lands from occupation.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with Nick Studer, CEO of Oliver Wyman Group, on January 20th in Davos. Nick Studer highlighted the potential areas of cooperation between Oliver Wyman Group, a leading international strategic management company, and various institutions in Azerbaijan. He highlighted interest in Azerbaijan's economic transformation process, the development of various sectors of the insurance and financial markets, the implementation of projects in the energy sector, including both traditional and green energy, agricultural product exports, as well as the localization of the value chain, with a focus on new trade opportunities in the region. Studer also commended Azerbaijan's achievements. The president welcomed the company's interest in Azerbaijan and discussed establishing cooperation between Oliver Wyman Group and relevant Azerbaijani institutions. On January 21st, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with Edgars Rinkēvičs, President of the Republic of Latvia, at the latter's request in Davos.
Edgars Rinkēvičs fondly recalled his previous meetings with the Azerbaijani president. The president of Latvia stated that today's meeting provided an excellent opportunity to discuss bilateral relations. Edgars Rinkēvičs expressed his condolences to President Ilham Aliyev for those who lost their lives in the plane crash. The president of Azerbaijan expressed his gratitude for the condolences. President Ilham Aliyev, in turn, emphasized the importance of today's meeting in terms of discussing the prospects for bilateral cooperation.
President Ilham Aliyev met with Jared Cohen, President of Global Affairs at the Goldman Sachs Group Incorporation in Davos, upon the company's request.
The meeting featured an extensive exchange of views on the current state and prospects of cooperation between Azerbaijan and the Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated. They praised the successful cooperation between Azerbaijan and the company since 2010. The importance of the successful partnership between the State Oil Fund of the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated was emphasized, particularly in terms of fostering the development of Azerbaijan's financial sector and expanding its international investment opportunities. Jared Cohen highlighted the company's global operations in finance and investment and expressed satisfaction with its partnership with Azerbaijan. He highlighted the company's strong interest in the region's economic developments and emphasized ongoing exploration of potential opportunities to foster partnerships in future projects. The Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated, founded in 1869 and headquartered in New York City, USA, is a leading global financial institution providing services in investment and consumer banking, securities, and asset management. The company currently operates in over 40 countries and manages assets worth $2.8 trillion across various categories.
The head of state met with Abdul Latif Jamal Rashid, President of the Republic of Iraq, at the latter's request in Davos.
Abdul Latif Jamal Rashid fondly recalled his visit to Azerbaijan for COP29 and congratulated President Ilham Aliyev on the successful organization of this significant event. The president of Iraq also reiterated his condolences regarding the plane crash. President Ilham Aliyev expressed his gratitude for the condolences. The president of Azerbaijan warmly recalled his previous meetings with the Iraqi president and the discussions held during those encounters. The meeting focused on issues related to the development of bilateral relations between Azerbaijan and Iraq, the launch of direct flights, and the activities of Intergovernmental Commission. The presidents also discussed the situation in the Middle East and emphasized the importance of establishing peace and stability in the region. During the conversation, the sides exchanged views on matters of mutual interest.
The head of our state met with Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, Group Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of DP World, at the latter's request in Davos.
The meeting discussed the prospects of DP World's operations in Azerbaijan, as well as the opportunities provided by the North-South and East-West transport corridors. Azerbaijan's role as a regional transport hub was particularly emphasized, and potential areas of cooperation were explored. DP World is one of the largest port operators in the world and is also a leader in terms of geographical diversification. Currently, DP World operates nearly 80 ports around the world.
President Ilham Aliyev met with Masroor Barzani, Prime Minister of the Kurdistan region of Iraq, at the latter's request in Davos.
Masroor Barzani conveyed greetings from Nechirvan Barzani, President of the Kurdistan region of Iraq, to the Azerbaijani President. President Ilham Aliyev expressed his gratitude for the greetings and asked the Prime Minister to extend his own regards to Nechirvan Barzani. Masroor Barzani emphasized that the President of the Kurdistan region of Iraq was very pleased with his visits to Azerbaijan, including his trip during COP29. During the conversation, they exchanged views on the development of economic, commercial, cultural, and humanitarian relations between Azerbaijan and the Kurdistan region of Iraq. The sites stress the importance of organizing reciprocal visits by business communities, establishing direct contacts between them, and holding business forums.
The head of our state met with Olaf Scholz, Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, at the latter's request in Davos. Chancellor Scholz inquired about the progress of investigations related to the plane crash. President Ilham Aliyev and Chancellor Scholz also reflected on their previous meetings, with both leaders expressing satisfaction with their past engagements. During the conversation, they exchanged views on the development of bilateral relations, as well as the prospects for enhancing Azerbaijan's cooperation with the European Union. The sides also discussed other areas of mutual interest. The Chancellor reaffirmed Germany's support for efforts to ensure lasting peace and stability in the South Caucasus region. President Ilham Aliyev met with Isaac Herzog, President of the State of Israel, at the latter's request on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum. The President praised the successful development of bilateral relations between Azerbaijan and Israel. Isaac Herzog fondly recalled his official visit to Azerbaijan. During the conversation, both sides acknowledged the level of economic and trade collaboration and commended the work of the Joint Intergovernmental Commission. They emphasized the traditional historical friendship between Azerbaijanis and Jews and expressed satisfaction with the comprehensive conditions in Azerbaijan that allow the Jewish community, along with representatives of other communities, to live in an environment of peace, tranquility, and mutual understanding. President Ilham Aliyev met with Chief Executive Officer of Carlsberg Group, Jakob Arup Andersson, at the latter's request on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Davos. Jakob Arup Andersson highlighted his company's successful operations in Azerbaijan and expressed satisfaction with the country's investment climate. He particularly praised the framework provided by Azerbaijan for protecting property rights and thanked President Ilham Aliyev for the favorable conditions created for foreign investors. The CAO informed the President about Carlsberg Group's plan to increase the level of localization of its products manufactured in Azerbaijan and expand its operations in the country. The meeting touched on cooperation between Azerbaijan and Carlsberg Group. Ilham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, met with Volodymyr Zelensky, President of Ukraine, on January 22nd in Davos at the latter's request. During the meeting, the two leaders discussed political, economic, and humanitarian relations between Azerbaijan and Ukraine. They also exchanged views on cooperation in the energy sector and regional security issues. On January 22nd, Ilham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, met with Johnny Moore, President of the U.S. Congress of Christian Leaders, at the latter's request in Davos. The discussion emphasized Azerbaijan's commitment to religious freedoms, noting with satisfaction that representatives of various nations and religions have historically lived in peace, tranquility, and harmony in the country. The meeting included an exchange of views on the positive prospects for Azerbaijan-U.S. relations during Trump's tenure. President Ilham Aliyev stated that the Biden-Blinken administration exhibited a biased stance towards Azerbaijan, which resulted in a crisis in bilateral relations. The head of state described the reinstatement of Section 907 as an expression of ingratitude by the Biden-Blinken administration. The sides also discussed the future trajectory of Azerbaijan's relations with the Trump administration. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev met with Odile Renaud-Bassot, President of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, in Davos on January 22nd at the latter's request. Odile Renaud-Bassot congratulated President Ilham Aliyev on the successful organization of COP29, emphasizing the significance of the outcomes achieved. She discussed several ongoing projects between Azerbaijan and the EBRD, including the bank's approval to finance the water management project in Ganja. Odile Renaud-Bassot shared details about the credit lines dedicated to supporting projects in collaboration with the country's banking sector, focusing on small and medium-sized enterprises, women entrepreneurs, and sustainable development projects. Highlighting key projects slated for the implementation in the country, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized the ongoing initiatives in water management, transportation, and the development of Baku. During the conversation, the sides discussed the export of green energy to Europe, as well as regional cooperation projects and opportunities with both Georgia and Central Asian countries in this context. The meeting concluded with a signing ceremony. a loan agreement for the reconstruction of the water supply and wastewater system of the city of Ganja was signed between the Republic of Azerbaijan and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development by Mikhail Jabbarov, Minister of Economy, and Jürgen Richtering, EBRD First Vice President. On January 22nd, Ilham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, met with Andrei Plenković, Prime Minister of the Republic of Croatia, at the latter's request in Davos. Andrei Plenković congratulated the President of Azerbaijan on the successful hosting of COP29. President Ilham Aliyev expresses gratitude to the Croatian Prime Minister for participating in COP29. During the conversation, they highlighted the key decisions made at COP29 aimed at advancing the global climate agenda. The Azerbaijani President and the Croatian Prime Minister praised the current level of relations between the two countries, particularly noting cooperation in the energy sector. The role of Azerbaijan in Croatia's energy security, as well as the export of oil and gas from Azerbaijan to Croatia, was particularly emphasized, and the prospects for increasing the volume of gas exports were discussed. President Ilham Aliyev noted that Azerbaijan currently exports gas to 10 European countries, 8 of which are members of the European Union. The head of state emphasized that the European Union recognizes Azerbaijan as the pan-European energy supplier. During the meeting, the sides exchanged views on the development of cooperation between the two countries in various sectors, as well as Azerbaijan's relations with the European Union, with particular emphasis on the role of the Intergovernmental Commission. Prime Minister Plenković invited President Ilham Aliyev to make an official visit to Croatia. That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us, and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.